Hello there everyone, Ashnflash here, and welcome on into a very special video. Today, I actually ordered some custom parts, and you've seen it in the thumbnail, and it's just kind of funny because I knew when I did the last video, everyone's gonna be like, Ash, you should buy this thing. So yeah, I already had it. This was like part 2, a little bit of a follow-up for that. So without further ado, let's go ahead and let's open this up. This is actually a package from Firestar Toys that I purchased. And I don't normally buy custom stuff, but I was like, you know what? I think this would make a very, very good video if I were to do something on this. I think that a lot of people would be interested in it. And from the comments, a lot of you already knew about it. All right, let's open it up. And on the inside here, we have a little advertisement for Firestar Toys. So I guess you can get your own printed stuff. No, probably not. Create yourself. I'm assuming they mean more like they have more diverse heads, which is something they've been sort of doing a lot more of that I've seen online. But yeah, you could do different things here. Pretty cool. They have custom printed parts and different things like that, but this is what I got here. So this is actually, you can see a little bit here. Of course, we're going to take a closer look, but you've got custom printed what if zombie heads, and then I bought a couple of the what they call aqua hands because I wasn't sure from, if you haven't seen the last video where I built this huge zombie army using a ton of the Captain America zombie figures from the Marvel Studios series. You can check that video out. I'll link it there at the top. But yeah, that was part 1. This part 2, because I've got exclusively printed heads for individual characters, the main ones I would say. But anyways, to just go through the head here individually, one of them retail for £2.95, and then altogether I paid $14.95. So it is cheaper. Otherwise, it would be 17 something if you were to buy them all individually. Maybe you don't like one character, so maybe it would be better. Maybe you like 2, or maybe you just don't have Wong. So let's go ahead and let's take a closer look at these all with their figures. So here is Doctor Strange, and I've got him actually using the new No Way Home figure torso, and I just think that it looks better in my opinion. It's just probably the best ones that we've gotten, and I love the hair print there on the side of the hair. So I just think that this is like the best Doctor Strange to use. And the face here, he's missing the eye. I think that they did such an incredible job representing the zombie Captain America here and translating that figure, because if I take off the helmet, you could see this is what they had to work with here. And they've done an amazing translation of taking what Lego did here and doing it for each of the characters. So it looks very detailed. And on the back, he does actually have different head printing than the rest of the gang. So that is his back head printing there, and you can see it's different than the zombie Captain America one. And then moving on over to Falcon, like look at that, they've broken the glasses there, the goggles, and they've got a little bit of the eye sticking out there. Really, really cool. And yeah, I think that it just looks so incredible. I know that a lot of people tend to use like a dark gray for him, but I just kind of like the idea that they all have the same sort of color skin when they turn into a zombie. But spinning it around here on the back, you could see the back head printing. And just to show you what I mean here, here is the Doctor Strange one, and then the zombie Captain America one. So see, they're all different. So I don't need to compare each time, but just thought I'd show you. So if you've never done this before, I would try it on a figure that you don't care about. I care a lot about this, and I'm very glad that the arm popped off fine. But yeah, he doesn't really have his arm. He's got a bit of it. You know, there's not really an half arm piece or anything like that, although I'd love that. Curtis Connors, please. Thank you very much, Lego. But yeah, this is a little bit more accurate, I would say, to Falcon. And here is Hawkeye, and you do actually need to buy another zombie Captain America, so you could do the zombie arm there, replace the skin color. But the mouth there, this is probably one of the more graphic ones since it's got a bit of the brain showing. I'm not sure if Lego would do that. I think it's more of like the skull is showing here specifically on the print that they did. So kind of got away with that. Pretty cool. But yeah, I think they did a great job capturing that zombie from the show. And on the back here, you could see that he's got some back head printing too. And then here we have the zombie Iron Man, and I just think that the hair there in dark brown is more accurate to what it appears in the show. Now, most of the time when it comes to those sets, they all use like the black hair there, but I just think this is better. But anyways, I would have loved this in the CMF series. The whole suit is a little bit more damaged and cracked up. You could check out my What If custom drawn series at the top. and I drew that and made it a lot more detailed. We could have got some really cool arm printing for him, side leg printing, which doesn't really happen for Iron Man, so would have loved that. And just to show you, of course, because there is the back head printing there as well. And here's Scarlet Witch, and the issue with this is the skin showing, and it's such a shame. I hope that maybe they continue this. They do some more zombie figures. I think that it would be cool if they did zombify a few of them, you know, have them a little bit more torn up, especially for some of the characters that aren't made yet, but I'll talk a little bit more about that towards the end. But yeah, the skin here, I wish that it was in Aqua, or that she had a suit that's covered up, but unfortunately, she's the only one that doesn't work for. But I think the face is really great, and they've captured her scream, and as well as her bright red Scarlet Witch eyes, and she's not smiling, which is good. Very accurate, unlike Lego, what they've done. But removing this here, and maybe change that to dark brown if you want to as well. This is what Lego did, but spinning it around here on the back, she does have some back head printing. And then very lastly here, we have Wong, and I really love like the design for this just because of the eyes. Like that one is kind of half closed there. Like I really think that looks really cool. Just the expression, they really captured that there. And of course you can put a hair piece there on top. This is what they've been using for him, which I think just kind of completes it. I would say it looks a lot better, especially because he did have like his buzzed haircut there, I would say, in Infinity War, which is when this takes place. And taking this off here so we could spin it around, and taking a look here on the back head printing. Well, there you have it, everyone. That is all of them together. This is a little group shot. I've even thrown in the zombie Captain America from the minifigure series, and I just think that this looks really, really great. The texture, you can't tell. The prints, like they genuinely feel like it's Lego, and I think that there is a lot that they could do here with Lego Zombies for Marvel. You could check out my review of the episode where I go in depth and talk a little bit more about that. I have a pretty interesting set idea I think that they could do, and I just love more zombie figures of these. And until then, I think that this is a great thing that you can go out and get from Firestar Toys. And they have said that, you know, the story of the zombie episode was just, it could have been so much more than that. That is official quotes from like Kevin Feige, that it could have been its own story, and that was just scratching the surface and things like that. So I cannot wait. I'm sure we're going to return to that world at some point, and I can't wait. And I hope, because Lego, that's the most that Lego did from any of the episodes. 2 figures were dedicated to that episode from the Marvel Studios minifigure series. So I would love it if they continued that. I think that it would be really, really great. And yeah, I just want to mention as well, I know it's a little tough since some of these outfits are pretty rare. These figures, specifically with Wong coming in the Brooktober pack, as well as with Hawkeye, like that suit is from Civil War, that exclusive retail set from Civil War. So these aren't the easiest to get your hands on. I would say only 4 of the 7 here that you see in front of you, you could really buy, because this came in an Endgame set, which is still available depending on where you are and depending on the site and the store. But with like this, of course, these 3 are all on the market right now. But Wong, Brooktober pack, worth so much. The Hawkeye outfit, pretty rare now, as well as this outfit here for Falcon from Infinity War is not the easiest to get your hands on either, I'm sure. So they are retired, but just thought I'd mention that just in case you were like, how do I get the rest? And I am definitely interested, if you guys want, for me to continue to look at custom figures. Again, they have to be Lego-like, otherwise I'm just not going to buy them, and I think that this just fits perfectly. And hopefully they do some more zombie torsos and things like that. I think that'd be pretty cool for Iron Man and Scarlet Witch specifically. I definitely consider buying. But anyways, everyone, what do you think of this? I'd love to hear any of your thoughts, your comments, any suggestions. And yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and I hope you all have a great day. I will see you all in the next one.